All right, guys, I'm back. So here we go. I want to show you the easy and direct way to find and validate a product in niche. Are you guys excited about this? Because I know I am. So what I'm going to do is really give you, is spoon feed you the categories that you should probably focus on initially, but by no means are you limited to this. Okay, you might have access to a product because you are somewhere in the world, or you did something, or someone told you about something that exposed you to a product I would have never thought of in a category I would have never thought of. So the sky's the limit as far as what you can drop ship and what product you can sell. But here's the most common category. So if you are stuck, you have no idea what the heck to sell, then start here and just move forward. Remember what I told you at the beginning. It's all about rapid testing, right? Launch a store, add products, test it, doesn't work, add another product, test it again, and you keep going, you're drilling for oil. Now, of course, we want to be more strategic than this. So here we go. The What you want to do is start off with picking a category, right? I remember earlier I told you the difference between a category, a niche, and a product. And it really goes down through like kind of a funnel, right? You start off with a category, you find a niche, and then you select a product. But in a lot of cases, you might just end up finding a product because you're sitting down in a coffee shop and you realize there's something across the table from you that just catches your eye and it's a unique piece of furniture. You go find out who the supplier of that furniture is and you start drop shipping that product, and you hit 100,000 a month. That is possible. It has happened. But for the most part, most folks don't know where to start. I mean, if you had a picture book of all the products, they would still get overwhelmed. And I'm one of those people because the more options I have, the more overwhelmed I get. So let's make this as simple as possible for you guys. You can start off with a category like indoor home furniture. Pick one of these categories: indoor home furniture, backyard outdoor furniture, office furniture, decor, and this could be home office or business office. Business to business furniture and lighting, outdoor sports and recreation, camping, children's or baby furniture or fixtures, bathroom or kitchen. Okay, so more stuff. Student housing, like college campuses. Now we're getting interesting, right? Now you're probably thinking, oh yeah, my kids are going to college, and oh yeah, I forgot about dorms. That's a unique niche. I already mentioned backyard and outdoor furniture, automotive, automobile, garages, accessories. Right now, you see what I'm saying? Now we're really kind of refining our category. Apartment furniture, sports and fitness furniture, or anything that's like heavy equipment. Um, Pet care furniture or equipment, or anything that complements pets. Doesn't have to be just dogs or cats. It could be like horses. It could be any kind of pets, right? But pet furniture and equipment. Hotel and hospitality furniture and equipment. So what are you looking for, right? What kind of, okay, we get it. Now you pick the category. You say, okay, AJ, well, I'm going to go with business to business furniture and lighting, for example. Well, great. Now, how do you know what's a good product, right? Well, we want to make sure our product's going to cost at least over $200 to $300. And really, there's no right or wrong answer, but let's look at the profit margin. If you sell a $300 product and you get a 30% profit margin because that's what you negotiate with your supplier, then you're going to pull in about $90 to $100 in profit after shipping, hopefully, and after your ad costs if you do it right. Now, if I sell a $300 piece of product, right? I don't care what it is. Let's just say it's a vase, a table vase, and it's cost $300, or a chandelier. But I have a feeling I can sell a lot of it, right? I can sell like 100, 200, maybe 300 a month. Then sure, I would sell the heck out of those $300 product at a $100 profit. Um, because at that point, the volume is there, and so your profit's going to catch up to you. Of course, I would rather sell a $3,000 piece of product and make $1,000 profit, right? But that's okay. I would still be happy with a $300 product at a $100 profit if I knew I could sell a lot more of it. So just be mindful of that. So cost over $300, something that's in demand. Okay, what you're looking for is something that costs over $300, something that's in demand today and will always be in demand, hopefully, right? Because you want an evergreen product, which is a product that's hopefully you can sell forever. You want a product that can solve a problem, all right? Maybe a product that's really bougie, really expensive. Those kind of products really do well, especially if you can find the right audience for that product. It doesn't have to be all these combined, guys. If you've just had some success with one of these categories, you could probably do just fine. I always look for products that have like a wow factor. If it has that, like, whoa, that really stands out. It's really cool. It's really different. Oh, I love those. And that's what I mean by bougie, by the way. Something that will be unique and cool, right? That unique and cool effect. And the reason why that is, guys, is because I'm trying to get social reaction online. In other words, will it do good on Facebook? So a lot of times, and I'll share with you in the next lesson. I look for products that I can research and say, look, if I posted a Facebook ad about this product, will I get a lot of attention from it? Will I get a lot of people sharing it on Facebook? Will I get a lot of likes from it? In other words, will people on Facebook engage with me? Now, it's not necessarily the same strategy I have with Google Ads, and I'll explain that in the traffic course. But remember, we're going to try to drive traffic using Google, using Facebook, using multiple avenues. So if I'm going to sell something, I want it to do good on Google, and I really, really want it to do good on Facebook as well. But it doesn't always have to be the same thing. But generally speaking, if you want to know what AJ looks in a product, I look for things that cost over 300, and I'll be completely honest, guys, nowadays at my level, I look for things that cost over 1,000. But for your sake, to open that opportunity for you, to open the horizon to more products, you can start off as low as 300, as long as it's a great product with high profit margin. So let's say you find a $300 product and the supplier's like, yeah, we'll give you like 50% profit. All right, I'll take that, as long as I know I can sell it. Something that solves a problem, something that's bougie or expensive, something with a wow factor, something maybe you think there's going to be great social reaction online, something that's unique and cool, has that unique and cool effect, and of course something that's in demand today is all great things to be looking for, okay? So I know it's pretty general, but keep an open mind to these things. What you need, guys, what you need, now this is stuff you actually need when you look for a product, is you got to make sure that the product has a supplier that's willing to drop ship to you. You might not know the answer to this initially. Most times you can, and I'll show you in the sourcing the product section. When you in the section where I'm going to go over supplier approval, I'll teach you how to find products that our competitors are selling and determine if it's dropship friendly. But a lot of times you might come across a product that is not even being sold online, or maybe it's sold directly by the manufacturer and you want to try to drop ship it. So sometimes a supplier or a manufacturer, when I say supplier, supplier and manufacturer are not always the same thing, but in a lot of cases they represent the same person. So think Nike, right? Nike is the supplier, it is the brand, but it's not the manufacturer. It's actually manufactured in China or Taiwan or Korea or wherever the heck it's manufactured. So you want to focus on the person that owns that brand, right? So supplier is willing to drop ship for you. So keep that in mind. You want a product that a supplier is willing to drop ship for you, and you might have to actually call that supplier and find out, and maybe even convince them. And don't stress out about this. I'll teach you how to do that. You want to make sure that that supplier enforces something called MAP, which is minimum advertised price. In other words, when you call a supplier, they have to give you some sort of boundaries, right? They can't just say, oh yeah, thanks for calling, here's an account, congratulations. I always raise a red flag. That worries me. The best suppliers I've ever worked with have made it a little hard for me to get approved. And minimum advertised price says that the supplier doesn't want you to sell their product for less than a specific price, and everyone else that sells their product is not allowed to as well. I try to look for a product that's not going to be more than 4, maybe 6 weeks, but I really try not to exceed 4 weeks of delivery time. So let's say somebody places an order on your website, you place the order with your supplier, and the supplier then has to make the product, source the product, deliver the product to the customer. And let's say you find the perfect product. It's like 50% profit margin. It sounds great. Everything's phenomenal, but it's going to take like 10 weeks to deliver or 12 weeks to deliver. That might be too long because your customers will get impatient. They'll ask for refunds. So does that mean you won't be successful if you find a great product that has a longer delivery time? No. But for the most part, I try to avoid it. So 4-week delivery time. You want a product that targets the upper middle class, right? You don't want that $100 piece of bathroom vanity. You want the 500 or the 1,000 or the 5,000 because you want to target the upper middle class. You want something that has a profit margin between 15 to 30%, at MAP, right? Not suggested retail, but MAP. And I'll go over this in the next course. You want a product that has positive Google Trends or Google Keywords results. So when we look at Google Trends and it tells us if that word, if that keyword is trending, we want it to be spiking upwards, right? Not downwards. And we want a product that hopefully there's few competitors in. That doesn't mean you won't do good with a product that has tons of competitors. It's just going to cost you more money to play in the game if there's more competitors. So I hope you guys enjoyed this section of like what, you should just pick a category and move along, right? So if you don't know anything of anything, you don't have any product ideas, then I would start just by understanding these are the most common categories. This is what you should be looking for, and this is what you need, right? So hopefully you enjoyed this part of the lesson. I'll see you in the next one where we're going to go over brainstorming from scratch. If you have nothing, this is what I do. I go to these really cool sites. And I just start writing down ideas, and I kind of start digging and digging, drilling for oil, right? And I try to validate it at the end by doing some keyword search. But at the end of the day, sometimes I just use my gut instincts and I say, okay, well, look, should I test this product? Because again, I'm drilling for oil. I've seen people succeed selling products I would never sell, and vice versa, right? I've succeeded with products they would never sell. So brainstorming, there's no right or wrong answer. I can never teach you guys the perfect way to brainstorm, but in the effort to make this as simple and as effortless as possible for you guys to pick a product and move forward, I'm going to dummy it down as much as possible, and please don't take offense to that. I just want you guys to do well. I'll see you guys in the next video where we'll go over brainstorming from scratch. Okay, see you then.